back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Man, me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Wagwan, my people. Hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing alright. Good things come to those who believe. Better things come to those who wait. And the best things come to those who don't give up. I may tell you something. Me not give up. I will never give up until all criminal get slapped with. Said what I said and I mean what I said. I mean not take it back. Well, I not beat them now. Certain things that me believe in, people not gonna believe in that. That's why them don't like me. You understand? I me said this without an apology. No rest for the wicked. You understand? Police, girl, and her family. Yes, who know me attack to now? Who know come and talk about people that antagonize and send threat and people that do this and that call on the phone on house in a this spotlight and one bag or something. We don't care about that. Actually, Donnalee family look like say them don't really know nobody. Yes, that's how we see really go on because them didn't know people. Uno could have sleep, you know. Uno they have a house even sleeping. I mean, be honest, you don't know. You understand? Uno they have fret when the back of them are dropping that and all I want to get one up. And that uno they have fret. But people, me telling them now go like me because me just talk you raw and me talk you short. You understand? Them nothing in house asleep at night time. You understand? What Donnalee man every night she dey on fear pillar, a drain lily water, and nose that and a bag of something, and can't sleep, and uno asleep good, and then they come and talk about people that text on the phone, and people that call on the phone, and people that go over and house and there's something there. How should even they right there, so? A matter of fact. No should have. I live here tell we that. Anyway, people, hear this brother here now. All him?
The police have taken the steps of removing her from frontline duties based on a correspondence which was sent to her or served on her yesterday. So we're hoping that any investigation that is being conducted, that it should be thorough, it should be sufficiently comprehensive, and there should be no rushing any process or short-circuiting any process. My client deserves the benefit of an impartial, objective investigation. The reports of threats that are coming in are fast and furious. They have even got to the stage where her number is being bombarded on WhatsApp or with WhatsApp messages on the WhatsApp platform. Her number has been put out there in the social media space. Her sister's home has been identified and threats are being issued towards her, towards members of her family.
There are steps that we are taking which we do not necessarily serve the interest of justice to announce every step into the public domain, even though we understand the need for the public to be kept up to date. But we are in touch with the family and certain processes are going through. And so we just ask the public's patience as far as our role is concerned. The process of investigation at times, will take a little longer time than the public might perceive, but we are taking our steps judiciously.
Get up and write down this. Only not start ball yet. Remember me did tell you that.
President of the PNP's Women's Movement, Patricia Duncan Sutherland, says it's critical communication and transparency is had as the matter could erode trust for the police.
Having an investigation that because of a case, but the investigation carried out in a way that it erodes trust could be detrimental to us as a country. So transparency in the process is necessary. I mean, simple questions like Indicom is going to question Constable Cathian on August 3rd, all right? Yeah. We wonder why it has to be so delayed. You know what I mean? But maybe there's a good reason. But there has been no transparency to tell us why.
They don't understand why it is that they have cameras all over that apartment complex, right? And then there is no evidence of what occurred. Or the cameras can't lead them to an arrest.
You want know, people? Me I go tell you who a ball. 15-year-old St. Andrew boy suspected of committing suicide. A 15-year-old boy from Brandon in St. Andrew is suspected to have committed suicide on Monday afternoon at his home. He has been identified as Chad Lester. Lester was found hanging from a sheet attached to the ceiling. A note was also found inside the house, which is alleged to have been written by the deceased. But the police corporate communication unit said detectives are investigating. What me go say about? I'm a circle of Brandon Hill. Yes, I don't know say Tony Welch person. Even though Tony Welch dead and gone, I left all of the gun them up there. No man a bad man out there now. You understand? The man them say, yeah man, a true. The youth hang himself. Pressures of life get to him. Anyway, make I move on. A 12-year-old died yesterday and a man is hospitalized after a car that they were traveling in collided with a trailer along the North Coast Highway in Trelawney. He has been identified as Ackerman Myrie of Appleton in St. James. The incident happened about 7:10 a.m. Superintendent Kirkland Cross, who is attached to the Trelawney Traffic Division, told our news team that Myrie was a passenger in a grey Toyota Fielder that was heading east along the highway. Now the picture of the car, but I'm talking about the body by the time we reach. You understand? The car mash up bad. Anyway, he said on reaching the vicinity of Martha Bray overpass, the driver attempted to overtake the trailer but collided with the back of it. Both occupants were trapped inside the car. Firefighters from the Falmouth Fire Station removed Myrie and the driver from the vehicle. Cross said they were both taken to the Falmouth Hospital, one to the morgue and one for treatment. Yes, people. Cross said the police have noted an increase in road crash and fatalities. When compared to last year at this time, there were 6 accidents with 6 fatalities. Now it is 13 accidents with 16 fatalities, he disclosed. Wanna go and drive fast on the road and no foolishness. You don't need to worry yourself. Me I go say, you get a proper sending off, you understand? Me I go talk about you. And if you don't know nobody to talk about you, me will talk about you and tell the people them say stupid and stupid make you dead. Watch me come over on with the news now, yeah, people. The police are reporting the siege of an illegal gun and ammo in Anchovy, St. James yesterday morning. They say the recovery of the Glock 19 pistol with 1 round of ammo was made during an operation in Rampton District. The operation was conducted by the St. James Police with the assistance from personnel from Area 1, Specialized Operations, and the Jamaica Defense Force. How waste time go road go waste time? Yesterday's seizure came 6 days after a massive gunfight last Wednesday in Bobman Hill, Lilliput, St. James. A rifle block discharging multiple times of ammo and over 100 rounds was found in that operation. So far this year, the security forces have recovered 95 weapons and 100 rounds of ammo in St. James. Like I mean at St. James, let me go on one little update. Because Sunday, so only per shot, they bust our man in the hospital. You understand? Him never dead. Then call him JackO. Yeah, man. Only per people know him, seen picture here. So JackO succumbed to injury yesterday, people. You understand? JackO, he get shot Sunday and he dead yesterday. Yeah. The people themselves don't really know what happened. Why they shot JackO? But as soon as me know, me I go tell you now. From the other day, people them a call and a cuss and I say my view. Oh, you're not giving update for the Clansman trial. I want one. I done it done. I just stood there and never get no update. I'm a matter of fact, I can go into the update now.
Defense attorneys in the One Don trial have begun their closing arguments in the case. The attorneys representing the 28 are calling on Chief Justice Brian Sykes to reject the prosecution's main witness's testimony that their clients are part of a criminal network.
Attorney Shadi Bailey, who is representing Pete Miller, made reference of the lyrics of the Ernest Smith song "It Must Be a Duppy or a Gunman" while describing the former Don-turned-state witness evidence as a Duppy story. Early in the trial, the witness testified that Mr. Miller participated in the killing of 2 men from Denhamtown between March 10 and 15, 2017. Ms. Bailey said this could not have been the case because her client was in custody at the Horizon Adult Remand Center during that period. She argued that the prosecution's main witness was not credible. The attorney also challenged the witness' physical description of her client, stating that it was inaccurate. The attorney highlighted that during Mr. Miller's unsworn statement, he walked back and forth in the court to refute the witness' claim that his leg was bent. Stressing that the evidence is weak and cannot be relied on, she said the prosecution failed to lay any evidence to identify Mr. Miller's voice. Early in the trial, the witness testified that he heard Mr. Miller during a conversation requesting firearms for a community called Waterloo in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. The trial continues Tuesday.
The prosecution today presented closing arguments in the Clansman gang case.
The prosecution led Tuesday's submission in the Clansman gang trial and gave reasons the evidence laid against the accused members should be applicable in determining their conviction. He reminded the court that the witnesses submitted unsworn statements which attest to their good character. The witnesses, 2 former members of the Clansman Wandon gang, previously gave testimonies against other purported members of the gang. The prosecution argued that both witnesses should receive the credibility and propensity direction, which would rule that they are less likely to commit the crimes they are charged with, especially on the basis that they have no prior convictions. In relation to the recordings that were provided by a telecommunications company and used as a major part of the evidence against the defense, the prosecution says if the court should find that the audio recordings have not been altered, then the evidence must be used to convict the accused. The defense, in their closing argument, countered by insisting that evidence brought forth by one accomplice should not be corroborated by another accomplice, adding that it jeopardizes the credibility of said evidence. Lloyd McFarlane, the lawyer representing Andre Blackman Bryan, makes reference to Crown Witness 2 testifying that he was ordered by Blackman to buy guns. McFarlane says an audio recording of the conversation about the buying of guns made no reference to Blackman giving such instructions. He says the prosecution's own audio recordings contradicts them and therefore cannot be used to convict his client. The defense, in their submission, asked that the court find Blackman, who is being charged with counts related to leadership of a criminal organization, not guilty. The trial resumes on Wednesday.